You're right, lads. It's me again, Ingram, and this time we're at the end of an era. Okay, so still talking about football, obviously, whole point of the channel, but this time we're talking about FIFA. You know, the stale mark of football games. You know, you've had your Premier League soccer, you've had your football managers, but FIFA, I would say, is the football game that majority of people would have watched. And we've got a tier list here from FIFA 6 to 23 to like send off FIFA. I myself, the majority of my football knowledge has come from FIFA. I've been playing since FIFA 8 now, technically. So I haven't played FIFA 6 or 7, but I've seen what it looks like and the menus and the gameplay, so I'm going to base all my stuff off that. And tell you what, I don't often do this, but I'm going to ask a question. What's your favourite FIFAs, lads and women? If you want to like talk in the comments and say what your favourite is, you know, it'd be great. You get some communication with the people. Also, before I start, we've hit 30 subscribers, so I'm going to say thank you for that very much. I don't know, okay, I'm going to just get into it. 36, meh, we're going to go meh. I don't really watch you that much. You know, I've played obviously 7, in fact, no, you know what, 7's going to go there, where is 7? Okay, so they didn't put 7 in there for some reason. They've only got 6. Well, okay, yeah, 6. I haven't really played that much. FIFA 8, I'm gonna put it in good. Now 8 and 9, I started at FIFA 10 and then I bought 8 and 9 later on, as you said, because it was the only other game than PS3 that I hadn't had on FIFA terms. So I do think FIFA 8 was a pretty good game. The transfers were a bit dodgy, I suppose. You could easily get an amazing squad after like 3 years, so it's just kind of meh. 9, bad, only because I didn't like the gameplay of 9. And I just feel like it was a downgrade on FIFA 8. 10, legendary. Now this is my opinion on legendary because obviously FIFA 10 was the first game I played. It was my first. It started getting me interested in football. Obviously, I was going to matches with my dad, but I would say 10 was when I started properly getting into football, and it wanted me to started making me want to have a career in the game. 11 is a good, purely because FIFA 11 is when I started getting into the proper like prime FIFA career modes, I'd say. You know, with the textbook for the transfers, that sort of menu with the calendar and the table. It was just sort of like when it started getting interesting. 12, very good. 12 is very good. I like 12. It was basically the exact same as FIFA 13, I would say. But FIFA 13 is my favourite FIFA of all time. So I put FIFA 13 above 10. I don't know why FIFA 13, they've just started using the new engine, obviously. They just started using Unity. Obviously before the Frostbite. 17 was when they first started using Frostbite. But 13 was my favourite FIFA. It had the best soundtrack, in my opinion, in terms of any FIFA out there. Obviously you lot might not think this, obviously this is my opinion. But 14, I'm gonna put both. I don't know. I'm gonna put 14 in very good and 15 in legendary. 15 had a very good soundtrack. 14 also had one, but 14 was slightly more difficult to play than 15, so it wasn't as enjoyable, I would say. Obviously, this is the era of the messy covers now. From 13 up to like 13 to 16, they was all messy basically. So it definitely helped. It's also the era of the new PS4s. Obviously, we've got into 14 and 15 being PS4 and Xbox One, and it was just good. I don't really have too much of an opinion on 14 and 15. A lot of my mates prefer 15, I would say. 16 is a good one. Is they first started getting drafts into the game, you know, in normal team. They started getting getting career mode with training. It's the most improvement they've made to career mode in a while. 16, you know, training, I would say. Get the textbook. Obviously, Leicester won the league and Leicester were good. It's just a shame that FIFA get rid of their servers every single time. It's really quick they do it. I'd rather they keep it for a while, just because I don't know. I want to play all the old games with, you know, the new transfers and go on old FIFA to play Ultimate Team. That'd be fun. Alright, single player obviously. 17 legendary. This is the new Frostbite engine. They got a Journey involved with Alex Hunter and Danny Williams. And bloody Gareth Walker, the bloody weirdo. I hate Gareth Walker. But 17 had the second best soundtrack. It was one of the better FIFA to play. I loved playing it. It was the first year for myself that I started playing Ultimate Team. Obviously beforehand I had watched, you know, YouTubers like W2S and Chris MD play it, but myself, it was just not my thing. Until obviously my mates all got it, and for 17, in my opinion, was the last great FIFA. I'm gonna be honest with you. 17 was the last great FIFA because it's when everyone, it's just when I started caring less and less about career mode, which is what my personal favourite mode is. Obviously the money greedy Ultimate Team. Obviously, it just wasn't very good, was it? Let's be honest. Where it's this tier list is dreadful. He's missed out 18 and 19. Oh no, he's missed out 18. Okay. Let's just pretend 18's up there. I can't be bothered. It's a bit annoying, but oh well. So we'll just put 18 and very good. It was good. 19 meh. If I know. 19's very bad. 19's with the front post, the near post merchant game. It just, I don't know, I just didn't like it myself. It relied too heavily on skill moves as well. I've never been a skiller. I was a straight up pace merchant. So 19 was a very heavily paced game with its skill moves and its near post. It's just, it was a bit annoying really. 20, trash. The worst FIFA was 20 and 21 in my opinion. Because they 2 was Ultimate Team heavy, and Ultimate Team started getting more boring around these days, to be honest, in my opinion as well. This was was like, I'm getting older, the games have less prerogative to make me want to play it, you know what I mean? Like, it's not as sexually appealing to me anymore with FIFA games. I will say 23 was good and 22 was very bad. 23 was alright because I started playing on the PS5 and it became a little bit more enjoyable. You know, because obviously they had all the extra stuff like new heading animations and the goalkeeper's fingers move, you know, and you got a last minute celebration, which the fact that it takes them a whole new console to do a last minute winning celebration is mental. I don't fully understand how they can do that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to have a quick minute of silence for FIFA, you know, being dead now, obviously, and EAFC overtaking it, and even then, you know, it's I don't know. It's only going to be good because Notts County are there, and that's what I'm going to say. So, yes. Rest in peace, FIFA. Hopefully, EAFC will be good. And I'm just gonna, as you can see, OBS is up. That means it's over. The video is over. So yeah, as I said, comment down what your favourite FIFA is yourself, and I'll be seeing you lot in the next video. Obviously, we've hit 10 minutes now. So I might be able to get some money, who knows? You never know. Alright, bye.